documents, we have Class A documents, legal documents, valid PhilJobs registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages, as per GPTV Resolution Number 15, Series 2, 2021.
Technical documents, we have statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, similar to the contract to be bid.
For the eligibility requirements, eligibility requirements, we have Class A documents, legal documents, valid PhilJobs registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages, as per GPTV Resolution Number 15, Series 2, 2021.
Technical documents, we have statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started if any, whether similar or not similar in nature, and
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is May 6, 2026, and the Bucks and Awards Committee of Southern Leyte Forest Engineering District convening now for the private conference of 10 infrastructure projects. So before we proceed,
Good afternoon, everyone. Present for today's private conference are BAC Chairman Ronaldo V. Quinazo,
present,
members Dennis E. Rice, Melvin P. Tokmo, and Maricor M. Carbonilla. For BAC DWG, we have Clarence M. Romo, Luz Biminda E. R. Nice, Joselito D. Altiveros III,
Present.
and Roderick A. Rojas. For BAC Secretariat, yours truly, Micah Marisi Ramos, Lendel P. Saavedra, and Adelfa T. Avila. That's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
thank you, Mamaika. So we have a quorum, no? So let us proceed. So first we have 21 IL 001, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Access Road and Bridges from National Roads, with approved budget of the contract amounting to 4,950,000 only, with duration of 38 calendar days. Next is 26 IL 002, Reinvitation, Convergence and Special Support Program, Special Road Fund, Motor Vehicle User Charge, MVUC, as per RE 11239, installation application of road safety facilities, pavement markings, along boundary Southern Leyte, Maasin, Macrohon, Southern Leyte, at kilometer 1188 plus 639 to kilometer 1193 plus 660, with approved budget of the contract amounting to 2,208,690 pesos. Contract duration, 26 calendar days. Next is 26IL005, Reinvitation, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Access Road and Bridge from National Road leading to major strategic public buildings, Facilities Construction of Road, Barangay, Pansaan, Barangay Cabadiangan, City of Maasin, Southern Leyte, from Station 1 plus 828 to Station 1 plus 987, with approved budget of the contract amounting to 4,775,760 pesos. Contract duration of 37 calendar days. Fourth, as 26IL006, Reinvitation, Asset Preservation, Preventive Maintenance, Secondary Road, Tomas Oppus Street, Kilometer 1137 plus or minus 911 to Kilometer 1138 plus 400, with approved budget of the contract amounting to 40,179,020 pesos only. Contract duration of 107 calendar days. Next is 26IL0007, Reinvitation, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Access Road, Bridges from National Road leading to major strategic public buildings or facilities, construction of road, Barangay San Agustin, Barangay Nunoxor, Leyte of Maasin, Southern Leyte, from Station 0 plus 370 to Station plus 381.5, with approved budget of the contract amounting to 9,551,520 pesos only, with contract duration of 64 calendar days. Next is 26IL0010, Convergence of Support Program, Special Road Fund, Motor Vehicle Users Board, User Charge, MVUC, as per RA 11239, installation, application of road safety facilities, paving markings, along Buena Vista, Asuncion, Maasin City, Bontoc, Maasin, Senate 20792 to Senate 34229, with approved budget of the contract amounting to 2,895,900 pesos only. Contract duration of 27 calendar days. Next is 26IL0011, widening of permanent bridges, Padre-Burgos Bridge, along boundary Southern Leyte, Maasin, Macrohon, Sogod, Junction, Daang, Maharlika, with approved budget of the contract amounting to 9,604,000 pesos only. Contract duration of 174 calendar days. Next is 260012, widening of permanent bridges, Concepcion Bridge, Southern Leyte, Maasin, Macrohon, with approved budget of the contract amounting to 9,604,000 only, with contract duration of 174 calendar days. Next is 26IL0013, widening of permanent bridges, Cantamuac Bridge, along boundary Southern Leyte, Maasin, Macrohon, Sogod, Junction, Daang, Maharlika, with approved budget of the contract amounting to 13,850,340 pesos only. Contract duration of 109 calendar days. The last but not the least is 26IL0014, widening of permanent bridges, Candatag Bridge, boundary along Southern Leyte, Maasin, Macrohon, Southern Sogod, Maharlika, with approved budget of the contract amounting to 11,524,800 pesos only, with contract duration of 181 calendar days.
Okay, good afternoon. Here are the following technical documents, including the eligibility documents. Field of Certificate of Registration, Platinum Membership in accordance with Section 20 of the IRR, PICAB License and Registration in case of joint venture, Statement of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Statement of the bidders, SLCC. The SLCC shall be supported by an ownership certificate of final acceptance issued by the project owner other than the contractor, or a final rating of at least satisfactory in the CPES or a similar performance and monitoring system. In case of contracts with the private sector, an equivalent document shall be submitted. NFCC computation, joint venture agreement, if applicable, bid security in the prescribed form and amount, project requirements which shall include the following: organizational chart of the personnel to be deployed for the procurement project to be bid, list of contractors' personnel, that is the project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, and foreman, to be assigned to the procurement project to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data. These personnel must meet the required minimum years of experience set in the VDS. List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, or under purchase agreements supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project, as the case may be, which must meet the minimum requirements for the contract set in the VDS, and omnibus sworn statement in accordance with Section 54.3 of the IRR, general information sheet for corporation, sworn affidavit of beneficial ownership for corporation and sole proprietorship. Okay. For Project ID 26IL001, Convergence Spatial Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP Access Roads and or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings facilities, concreting of road from Barangay Leyte to Hinapo, Tomas, Oppus, Southern Leyte, with an ABC amount of 4,950,000. Cost of bidding documents is 5 million. Major categories of work is roads, construction. The minimum work experience requirements of key personnel are the following: project engineer, DPWH accredited contractors, project engineer, general experience 2 years, relevant experience is 2 years. Construction foreman, general experience is 2 years, and relevant experience 2 years. Materials engineer, general experience is 2 years, relevant experience 2 years. Safety officer or first aider, general experience is 1 year, and relevant experience 1 year. For 26IL005, this is Reinvitation, Convergence and Spatial Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIC, access roads and or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings facilities, construction of road, Barangay Pansaan, Barangay Cabadiangan, City of Maasin, Southern Leyte. Station 1 plus 828 and Station 1 plus 987 with an ABC amount of 4,775,760. The cost of bidding documents is 5 million. Major categories of work is RCP, roads, construction. Key personnel, project engineer, general experience 2 years, relevant experience 2 years. Construction foreman, general experience 2 years, relevant experience 2 years. Materials engineer, general experience 2 years, relevant experience 2 years. Safety officer or first aider, general experience 1 year, relevant experience 1 year. Okay. For 26IL006, Reinvitation, Asset Preservation, Preventive Maintenance, Secondary Roads, Tomas Oppus Street, kilometer 1137 plus 911, that's kilometer 1138 plus 400. The ABC amount is 40,179,020 pesos. The cost of bidding documents is 25,000. Major categories of work is roads, maintenance, asphalt. The minimum work experience of key personnel are the following: project engineer, DPWH accredited contractors, project engineer, general experience is 5 years, relevant experience 5 years. Construction foreman, General experience is 5 years. Relevant experience, 5 years. Materials engineer, general experience, 5 years. Relevant experience, 5 years. Safety officer or first aider, general experience, 3 years. Relevant experience, 3 years. For 26IL007, this is Reinvitation, Convergence and Spatial Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP access roads and or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings, facilities, construction of road, Barangay San Agustin, Barangay Nonoc Sur, City of Maasin, Southern Leyte. Station 0 plus 370, that's Station 0 plus 681.50. ABC amount is 9,551,520, and then the cost of bidding documents is 10,000. Major category support is RCP roads construction. The minimum work experience requirements for key personnel are the following: project engineer, DPWH accredited, contractors, project engineer, general experience 3 years. Relevant experience, 3 years. Construction foreman, general experience, 3 years. Relevant experience, 3 years. Materials engineer, general experience, 3 years. Relevant experience, 3 years. Safety officer or first aider, relevant general experience, 2 years. Relevant experience, 2 years. Okay. For 26IL002, Reinvitation, Convergence and Spatial Support Program, Spatial Road Fund, Motor Vehicles Users Charge MVUC, as per RA 11239, installation application of road safety facilities, pavement markings along boundary Southern Leyte, Maasin, Macrohon, Sogod Junction, Daang, Maharlika, kilometer 1188 plus 639, that's kilometer 1193 plus 660. The ABC amount is 2,186,380. The cost of bidding documents is 5,000. Major categories of work is roads construction, road safety system, roadway delineation, roadside barrier system, signages, active transport facilities. The minimum work experience requirements for key personnel are the following: project engineer, DPWH accredited, contractors, project engineer, general experience 2 years, relevant experience 2 years. Construction foreman, general experience 2 years, relevant experience 2 years. Materials engineer, general experience is 2 years, relevant experience 2 years. Safety officer, first aider, general experience 1 year, relevant experience 1 year. Okay. For 26IL0010, Convergence Spatial Support Program, Spatial Road Fund, Motor Vehicles Users Fund, MVUC as per RA 11239, installation, application of road safety facilities, pavement markings, along Buenavista, Asuncion, Maasin City, Bontoc to Maasin, chainage 20792, that's chainage 34229. The ABC amount is 2,895,900 pesos. The cost of bidding documents is 5,000. Major categories of work is road construction, road safety system, that is roadway delineation, roadside barrier system, signages, active transport facilities. The minimum work experience requirements for key personnel are the following: project engineer, DPWH accredited, contractors, project engineer, general experience 2 years, relevant experience 2 years. Construction foreman, general experience 2 years, relevant experience 2 years. Materials engineer, general experience 2 years, relevant experience 2 years. Safety officer, first aider, general experience is 1 year, relevant experience 1 year. For 26IL0011, that is widening of permanent bridges, Father Bugor's Bridge, B00307LT along boundary Southern Leyte, Maasin, Macrohon, Sogod Junction, Daang, Maharlika. The ABC amount is 9,604,000. The cost of bidding documents is 10,000. Major categories of work is BCCP, bridges construction, concrete, superstructure with cast-in-place piles. The minimum work experience requirements for key personnel are the following: project engineer, DPWH accredited, contractors, project engineer, general experience 3 years, relevant experience 3 years. Construction foreman, general experience 3 years, relevant experience 3 years. Materials engineer, general experience 3 years, relevant experience 3 years. Safety officer, first aider, whether general experience is 2 years and relevant experience 2 years. Okay. For 26 IL 0012, widening of permanent bridges, Conception Bridge, B00317LT along boundary Southern Leyte, Maasin, Macrohon, Sogod Junction, Daang, Maharlika. The ABC amount is 9,604,000. The cost of bidding documents is 10,000. Major categories of work is BCCP, bridges, construction, concrete superstructure with cast-in-place piles. The minimum work experience requirements for key personnel are the following. Project engineers, DPWH accredited contractors, project engineer, general experience 3 years, relevant experience 3 years. Construction foreman, general experience 3 years, relevant experience 3 years. Materials engineer, general experience 3 years, relevant experience 3 years. Safety officer, first aider, general experience 2 years, relevant experience 2 years. For contract ID 26 IL 0013, widening of permanent bridges, Cantamuac Bridge, B00315LT along boundary Southern Leyte, Maasin, Macrohon, Sogod Junction, Daang, Maharlika. The ABC amount is 13,850,340,000. The cost of bidding documents is 25,000. Major categories of work is BCCP, bridges construction, concrete superstructure with cast-in-place piles. The minimum experience requirements for key personnel are the following: project engineers, DPWH accredited contractors, project engineer, general experience 5 years, relevant experience 5 years, construction foreman, general experience is 5 years, relevant experience 5 years, materials engineer, general experience 5 years, relevant experience 5 years. Safety officer, first aider, general experience 3 years, relevant experience 3 years. Last one is 26 IL 0014, widening of permanent bridges, Candatag Bridge, B00316LT along boundary Southern Leyte, Maasin, Macrohon, Sogod Junction, Daang, Maharlika. The ABC amount is 11,524,800. The cost of bidding document is 25,000. Major categories of work: BCCP, bridges construction, concrete superstructure with cast-in-place piles. The minimum experience requirements for key personnel are the following: project engineers, DPW accredited contractors, project engineer, general experience 5 years, relevant experience 5 years. Construction foreman, general experience 5 years, relevant experience 5 years. Materials engineer, general experience 5 years, relevant experience 5 years. Safety officer or first aider, general experience 3 years, relevant experience 3 years. Okay. The address for submission of bids is DPWH Southern Leyte, 1st District Engineering Office, Roberto K. Canglingon Street, Purok Victory, Barangay Ibarra, Maasin City, Southern Leyte. The deadline for submission of bids is May 19, 2026 at 10 a.m. The date and time of bid opening is May 19, 2026 at 10:01 a.m. The place of bid opening is Bidding Room, DPWH Southern Leyte, 1st District Engineering Office, Roberto K. Canglingon Street, Purok Victory, Barangay Ibarra, Maasin City, Southern Leyte. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Ma'am Lutlot. So, to the rest of the back members, do you have any queries about the 10 infrastructure project that we have conducted here? How about the TWG? Do you have any, anyway, can you probable reason or the most common reason for a bidder to be disqualified?
Based on our experience lately, some bidders fail due to lack of experience to their key personnel. For example, for project engineers, lack of experience for the minimum requirements based on the B data sheet. So common grounds for our bidders disqualification also is for the key personnel's relevant experience.
Okay, so we'd like to remind to our prospective bidders that the experience of their key personnel should be in complete details.
Mr. Chair, based on our previous experience regarding the failure of these documents is sometimes contractors have duplicated their equipment submitted included in their technical documents. That's all, Mr.
So again, I would like to remind for our prospective bidders that they have to state what is being required in our BDS. To the back members, do you have any further questions or observation that could improve the result of our bidding process? To the back secretariat, do you have any advance information?
For our upcoming procurement activities, we will have a pre-procurement tomorrow, May 7, at 2 p.m. And we also have a pre-bid conference on May 14, 2026 at 2 p.m. An opening on May 19, 2026 at 10 a.m. and on May 26, 2026 at 10 a.m.
Thank you, Mamaika. So, anything else? So there's a motion from Engineer Rice to adjourn our public conference. Any second?
I second the motion.
There's a second motion from Engineer Melvin Tokmo. So our public conference is hereby adjourned at 3:08 this afternoon. See you at our next procurement activity. Thank you very much.